96.4%. That is the percentage of iPhone users in 2026 who say they will never switch to Android. Never. Not because iPhone is objectively the best phone on the market, not because Apple has the most innovative hardware, not because Siri is good, and because Siri is absolutely not good, but because Apple has built something far more powerful than a great phone. They built a trap. A very comfortable, very expensive, very beautiful trap, and Mr. Who's the Boss just tried to escape it. It lasted 3 months, and the way it fell apart is more revealing than anyone is admitting. So Aaron Maney, Mr. Who's the Boss, dropped a video, and it is genuinely one of the most honest and self-aware videos he has ever made. Today I want to react to his experience, push back on a few things he got wrong, and talk about the real reason nobody actually leaves Apple. And it has nothing to do with how good the iPhone is.
It's not looking good, but this has been the most critical blocker for me. So switching out the earbuds has been fine. If anything, I've upgraded from the AirPods Pro 3 to the Sony XM6s, and I love these things, but it's having to swap the watch that's become a problem.
Okay, so first, let me say something that Aaron kind of glosses over, but that I think is the most important point in this entire video. He didn't switch to Android, he switched to a Frankenstein setup. Oppo Find X9 phone, Samsung Galaxy Watch, Sony earbuds, 3 different companies, 3 different ecosystems, all trying to talk to each other. And then he's surprised that syncing is a nightmare? Here's the thing. If Arun had switched to a full Samsung setup, Galaxy S25, Galaxy Watch, Galaxy Buds, or a full Google Pixel setup, 90% of his synergy complaints would have completely disappeared. Samsung's ecosystem is genuinely tight. Google's Pixel ecosystem is genuinely smooth. But he picked the hardest possible combination and then blamed Android for the friction. That's like complaining that your meal tastes bad when you combined ingredients from 3 completely different cuisines and cooked them together. The problem wasn't Android, the problem was the Frankenstein setup. And I think deep down, Aaron knows this, which is why he admits early in the video that part of the reason he chose the Oppo was because it made him look like a good photographer to his family along the line. Not because it was the best Android phone, because of how it looked. That's aura farming, and it's a completely valid human reason to pick a phone. But it's not Android's fault when the aura costs you ecosystem compatibility. Now here's the part of Arun's video that I found genuinely hilarious, and painfully accurate at the same time. He described Siri's dictation as sounding like it, and I'm quoting here, "learned English yesterday." Siri is the one part of the Apple ecosystem that has absolutely no right to be as bad as it is. This is a $4 trillion company. Siri has been around since 2011, and it still cannot reliably take a voice note without embarrassing itself. That's a whole separate video, honestly. But here's the more interesting point Aaron raises, the app Polish gap. He noticed that YouTube Studio, a Google product built by Google, actually looks and works better on iPhone than on the Oppo. Let that sink in for a second. Google's own app works better on Apple's phone than on Android. And this is a documented reality. Developers, even major ones, prioritize iOS development because iPhone users spend more. App Store revenue is projected to exceed $185 billion in 2025. Top developers earn over 70% of their revenue from iOS versus Android, so the best version of almost every app gets built for iPhone first, and Android gets a slightly less polished version. That gap is real, and it matters more than most people admit. Now here's the moment in Arun's video that I think is the most psychologically revealing thing he says. He rejects the Galaxy Watch because it says he burned more calories than his Apple Watch baseline. He literally admits neither watch is lab-grade accurate. Neither one is objectively correct. But he trusts the Apple Watch number. Not because it's more accurate, because he used it for 3 months and got used to it. That is the sunk cost bias in action. He is not comparing data. He is comparing familiarity. And familiarity always wins against accuracy when you have 3 months of emotional investment in a number. And this is exactly how Apple's lock-in actually works. It's not iMessage. It's not AirDrop. It's not even the App Store, it's 3 years of photos in iCloud. It's a fitness baseline on your Apple Watch that you trust. It's muscle memory on a keyboard. It's the way your Mac and iPhone finish each other's sentences. iCloud data migration alone increases switching friction by 30 to 40% according to ecosystem research. And 35% of US iPhone users own an Apple Watch, a device that literally cannot work with Android. If you own an Apple Watch and switch, you lose your wearable entirely. So the question is never, is Android better? The question is Android worth losing everything you've built inside Apple? For 96.4% of iPhone users in 2026, the answer is no. And honestly, I kind of get it. So here's my real bite on all of this. Aaron didn't escape the Apple ecosystem. He went on a 3-month vacation, got annoyed by a few settings, missed his comfort zone, and came home. And I'm not even saying that's wrong. Apple's ecosystem is genuinely comfortable. It is genuinely seamless, and seamless is supposed to make your life easier, not harder. So if Apple makes your life easier, use Apple. That's the whole point of technology. But let's be honest about what that comfort actually is. It's not innovation, it's familiarity. It's not superiority, it's switching cost. Apple has spent 15 years making it more and more painful to leave, not by making the best phone, but by making every part of your digital life dependent on staying inside their walls. Your photos, your health data, your messages, your watch, your laptop, all talking to each other, all in Apple's hands, all impossible to take with you. So, did Mr. Who's the Boss make a mistake switching? Honestly, no. He learned something real. That synergy matters more than specs. That ecosystem coherence beats individual hardware. And that the grass isn't always greener, especially when your grass has 3 years of iCloud photos growing in it. The trap is real. The trap is comfortable, and 96.4% of iPhone users have decided the trap is home. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried to leave Apple and come back? Or are you an Android user watching this feeling absolutely vindicated? Drop it in the comments. This one is going to be a good debate. The Real Byte. See you in the next one.